Welcome to Healthy Conversations. I am Bonnie McDonald Dixon. I'm a LifeWave consultant, and I love inviting people who have a story to share and some healthy things that they're doing. And I am so blessed to have met Chiara Barbera. And I'm in all the way on the west coast of Canada, and Chiara is over in the beautiful Italy. And she's going to explain exactly where she's at. And we have something very exciting to show you what she's been up to. And I'm telling you, her website is so much fun. You've got to check this out and join up so we can all cook Italian. So, Chiara, welcome to Healthy Conversations. And I know we just met a few weeks ago, actually a couple months ago, and I really was invited to an amazing event with Misty Hinkle, and she was doing, all about you and what was going on. So I had to check it out. Tell me, how did you get into sharing Italian culture and food?
Thank you so much for having me, Bonnie. It's a pleasure to be here. So basically, it all starts from when I was young. I was born in Australia, but I had 4 Italian grandparents. So my whole family was Italian. And growing up with my grandparents, they instilled a love of Italian culture in me. They taught me everything from the language to the recipes to the culture. And growing up, I spent a lot of time with them. I learnt their recipes. And one day I came to Italy. And I was, I was doing all of the different traditions there, and I thought, oh my goodness, what's going to happen when these people don't keep doing their traditions? Like, what's going to happen? We're not going to make olive oil anymore. We're not going to make wine the traditional way anymore. There's going to be, a real loss. So I decided to make it my mission to do what I can to help save Italian traditions. And actually, like you mentioned, I'm currently in Italy in a beautiful part in northern Calabria, which is just south of Naples. And here we are, encouraging people to come and visit Italy. But before I set off on this mission here in Italy, I decided to save my own family traditions first. So for people who can't physically come to visit Italy, but they want to experience that taste of Italy, that's how Experience Assaggio was born. And basically, it's a way for me to capture the recipes of my I call them my Nonni tribe. Nonni in Italian means grandparents. And essentially, it's my grandmothers and my great aunts and uncles who have really, instilled this love and passion for the cooking and the gardening. And we also do Italian card games on there as well. We teach people how to play them. And so essentially, as I was trying to capture their experiences, their traditions, I decided, well, why don't I film them? And then I thought filming is the best way because, when you're creating a recipe, sometimes when you read a recipe in a typical Italian style, it will say add a bit of salt, and you have no idea what that quantity is. So doing this, these online experiences, it's essentially you come in and you feel like you're cooking away with nonna or nonno. And you see exactly how much that quantity is, and it's a way to kind of share that taste of Italy right in your own home and learn these traditions. So this was my way of, I guess, collecting all of those beautiful, lessons and culture that my grandparents, my Nonni tribe, has shared with me, and sharing that with whoever wants to learn traditional Italian culture.
Oh, what fun! What fun! I bet your heart sings every day.
It does. Yes. I'm very blessed.
So one of the things I noticed about, and we're going to check out your website just shortly here, is that you've made it a very fun website.
Yes.
And and then the thing I got the biggest kick out of was that you can click on music and have music playing while you're cooking. Isn't that amazing? Do you do that with your nonnas too? You're playing music?
Absolutely. Actually, I have to share this with you, Bonnie. It's a sweet little story. So with my nonna, typically we would just cook. But, every now and then we'd put on some music. And I remember one day I was going to visit. I think we were probably making lasagna. We usually make it for Easter and Christmas. So Easter's coming up. So that's a great recipe to add to the list. And we were going to make it, and I just arrived. And as I opened the door, I could hear that she had the music playing. She had this old Italian CD. And I was like, oh my goodness, it was so beautiful. So we like to listen and sing along, and that's why we included the playlist. And they're all songs that I personally have curated based on the songs that I sing with my grandmothers, and with my family. And the idea is essentially that it's literally an experience like of Italy in your own home. So the idea was literally that you disconnect from this world that is so frenetic, and we've got so much to do. It was kind of a way to say, guess what? How about on Saturday, just dedicate yourself the morning and just detach for a minute and just really connect with the recipe. And the whole idea was, put your little apron on with the map of Italy if you have one, listen to play the music, and just start drifting away, so then you feel like you're in Italy as well.
I think that is brilliant. As you said, with today's part of living a healthy life is being able to disconnect and cooking. I'm actually more of a baker than a cook. So when I saw your baking recipes, I am so excited because I do love to make cookies, let me tell you. And I cannot wait to try one of those recipes. But I just did a column for our local paper here called Healthy Conversations. And I talked about different things for Easter instead of the typical ham, macaroni salad, and Jell-O and some rolls that we had when I was a kid, almost 70 years ago. Wow. I saw the recipe for lasagna, and that came to me. And it's interesting that you said that for Easter, that lasagna is one of the traditions. And so I really resonate with that, because I actually mentioned it in my column. Well, try a lasagna, try spanakopita, try something a little different. And with lasagna, it's so much fun, I bet, because you can change it up. It's so, changeable, whatever vegetables, whatever meats you want. You can put anything you want in it. Now
we say, so obviously we stick to the traditional recipe, but we say with meat, it's all different types of meat, and that's literally what Nonna says: the more meat, the merrier. Actually, we've just added a recipe recently, so that's the other beautiful thing. Obviously, it's accessible. The whole library is accessible via membership, and it's about, I think it's about $6 US, about 10 Canadian dollars per month, and essentially that gives access to the whole library. And every month we're constantly adding to it. And just this month, in the theme of Easter, another traditional recipe that's prepared at Easter is lamb. So obviously that's tied to our spiritual connection as well, our religious connection as well, with lamb, which is typically prepared around Easter time, because obviously the Son of God is the lamb, and that there's like that strong symbolism there as well. And my nonna makes this dish that her mother made, and her siblings still make here in Italy. They make it in the oven, and she's changed it because she's found a different type of lamb in Australia, and she puts it in one pot, and it's super quick, and you put all of the ingredients in, you let it cook for about an hour, so like the flavors develop nicely. And then we like to do we take the meat out, and then we make some pasta. So you've got like pasta, so you've got a first course and a second course as well with the meat, and that's good. We've just added that for instance. So that's another traditional
fabulous
one. Might be a bit quicker and easier if people don't want to get in and make lasagna.
They actually are selling New Zealand lamb here in our local area, in a tiny little town of Merritt, British Columbia. So I know it for sure. Let me just have a sip of water. So I think we should go have some fun here and check out your website. Now we might disappear, but we're going to be chatting away, and then we'll come back to, and if someone is watching, please jump on and ask a question, because we're watching this over onto the side as well. But let's go to Italy and check out the nonnas here.
I love that.
Let's see. It's too much fun.
Italy and check out the nonnas. Come with us.
Yeah, come with us. Let's see. We're going to go. We're going to share our screen here. Let's see, make sure that we're here. Let's go back over here.
So a little fun fact while you're pulling up the website: Assaggio, which is ASSAGGIO, actually means taste in Italian, and this is why we chose the name. it was basically to share a taste of Italy with Nonni and celebrate them in the meantime. And another fun fact, everyone that does a recipe through the website, we love to hear everyone's experiences when they contact. And I say we because I mean the Nonni as well. I always call the nonna or the nonno who's responsible for the recipe, and I tell them about what people say, and they just light up. They're like, really? They're making my recipe? So it's really beautiful to be excited about it as well.
So share with us, I'll scroll and you can share. The very top is experience the taste of Italy where we preserve traditions and celebrate. Nonni. Is it Nonni or Nonni? Nonni. Okay. And then you have, you can experience it. You can explore it. This is the story. You can do this in English or Italian. And so as we scroll down, this is the cutest thing ever, is this darling table. And here's our recipe box. There's gardening to come. And there's more. Which is this tab? Can you see that tab?
This is a pastimes tab. So essentially this one, you can learn how to play traditional Italian card games. We also do a coffee with Nonna. So that's where they tell you a little bit about their story. And we've also got a really beautiful interview with a man that was from Brisbane, the town where I'm from in Australia. He immigrated from Italy and he was one of the very first people to open up a store where people could buy Italian products. And he only did 3rd grade in school. So it's an amazing story there. So that's kind of where we talk to the Nonni.
And then you have a coming soon. What's that?
Coming soon. I can't tell you the surprises.
Oh,
you'll have to wait and see.
Okay. All right. Well, is it all right if we check out some of the recipes?
Absolutely.
We'll just peruse them. Isn't this the darlingest thing here?
So the whole idea is that, you join the table with us. You come to the table with me and the Nonni. You pull up a chair and we sit down together and we look through their experiences, their traditions, I should say.
So here we start with your recipes. And what's really fun is you can just scroll and see a picture of whatever it is. And a friend of ours made this the other day, Lucia.
Yes, Lucia, she's watching. Ciao, Lucia.
And she said that she had tried it so many times, but was unable to get what she wanted. But when she tried this recipe, and we're just going to look at what does this look like here? Is this not the darlingest thing?
The idea of this design was it's like Nonna's table. I worked very closely with a good friend of mine. We worked on a design that basically was all about making people feel that they were stepping into the theme of what we were preparing. So essentially, this was like Nonna's table. So you came in and you see Nonna's recipe book, you see Nonna's recipe card, you see the little stereo that she has, and then if you scroll down, there's a photo frame, and that's Nonna, the Nonna that's going to be taking you to show you the recipe. So if you click on her, you can learn about her story, and then if you click on the recipe book, you can open up the video that will show you her recipe.
Let's see if we can get that to go here.
Yeah,
it's a 10-minute video, so we won't go through all of it, but let's start it. Is that all right?
Of course.
Let's see, and let me know if you can hear it.
So we start every video with the recipe card just to get yourself prepared, and I always recommend just following along, pressing pause if you need to. And is this your 10 million batch of cotolettis?
Not about 10 million, but we're making a batch of cotolettis today. Chiara's going to help me.
So this is my grandfather's.
We've got a lot of meat here. We've got a lot of meat. Now we're going to cut it up, and Chiara's going to beat it.
And when you cut it up, is there a certain thing you got to just remove all the fat?
I'm going to take off all the bits and pieces.
All the fat. Okay.
See?
And the reason why we've got so much meat, if you're wondering, is when you do cotoletti, it's not worth doing a couple of them here.
Do a whole big batch.
All big batch.
Wrap it up and put it in the freezer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And how long does it last in the freezer?
The more you eat, the less it lasts.
And then you can freeze them, and then when you take them out, you literally just fry them.
That's right.
In a hot pan. They're the best. Every video, I swear, has a surprise. Sometimes Nonna, there's one video, it's called caponata, and that pairs nicely with the cotoletta if you're looking for a dish.
Oh, those two would be fabulous.
Yes. So this Nonna, is really funny as we were filming. he was like, "Can you see me?" And I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Go have a look." And she walked around the camera, had a look, and she's like, "Oh yeah." I had to keep it in. So there's always a little surprise in every video.
Oh, how cute.
There are little celebrities.
Now we're gonna tease everybody here. Let's see here. I'm going to figure out how to.
You hammer it.
Let's see here. We'll stop it. And now, because I can't let you see the whole thing, but this is the kind of wonderful video. Does this not feel like you're right in someone's home? You know, and you are literally in someone's home learning how to cook. And here I have to play this music here because it's so beautiful.
Yes.
Here, let's see here. Push the button.
I think it's just to the right. See if you just go to a little bit more to the right, a little bit more. No, if exit just to the right. It's just there's a little. It's like it's a little bit cropped off in the video. So if you keep going,
I see. Yeah. Oh my gosh, is this not a hoot? Oh my goodness, so cute. Now we'll have to figure out how to stop it. Oops.
And if you go up to the top, we've studied it as well. So we've got some tips on how to get the most out of your experience. There's a little QR code as well. So you can put it on your phone, press play and keep watching the video here as well.
Oh, that it just right away. I can just imagine. Now when you click on this, I notice it's really nice. It expands it.
Yes.
So you can read it. And then I happen to have a touch screen, so I can make it even bigger. And then I like the simplicity because some people don't think I'll just make it today, but you really need to purchase your ingredients. So this weekend I did not get out to the store. I will today to get some recipes because I want to make one of the recipes, especially I may have the stuff for the bake stuff though. Put on your favorite apron, and I do have a brand new apron. Turn on the music, take a deep breath, channel your inner Nonna. Feel the recipe come together. Now, what I love about that is you're prepping your brain to really experience it versus just willy-nilly doing something, you know? Yes. And I love that. And
talking about healthy habits, Bonnie, I think there's something so therapeutic of really, preparing yourself and just like getting into the zone and just getting carried away with, creating something good and nutritious and yummy for your body.
I couldn't agree with you more. You know what I've found? If I go into, say, a restaurant and the manager and the employees are arguing, I will walk out. So when you prepare the energy, like that old movie, like Chocolate for Love, what was it? It was about chocolate.
Yes.
And the woman prepared the food and everybody fell in love. I think that that's what you're doing with everyone. You're sharing the love, and we can create that and share it with our families too.
Absolutely.
And even for a moment in time, we can all just take a deep breath, enjoy, commune with each other with some good food and positive conversation, because you're going to be talking about that food. Exactly. Now, you have a pro tip here. I like that. Do you want to share what that's all about?
Absolutely. So Nonna's pro tip is, don't worry about measurements. Just get in there, experiment, have a go. Misty Henkel, the wonderful lady that you mentioned before, when she first did it, she said they were following along with Nonna Carmelina's sugo and polpette, which is basically sauce and meatballs. And she said that they were following along, and I always recommend to pause it if it goes too fast, because obviously Nonna's very quick. And she said at one point they got lost and they weren't sure like what to do. So her son said, let's just throw it all in and see how it goes. And so that's the free tip. If you really want to cook like a Nonna, you throw away all the measurements, you get carried away by the music, and you just let your instinct guide you as you do the measurements. We call it by occhio, so by eye.
Oh, how fun. You know what? That makes it even more fun. Let's go for it. Let's go for it. Now, I'm one of those people, I'm going to watch the video twice and read the recipe three times. And I try to do it the way they tell me the first time. And then after that, I do.
Well, Bonnie, if you see, there's a little circle that says disclaimer, and it says may take practice. So I think it's very wise to follow along and try first, because Nonna's had a lot of practice.
Yeah. Now you have a QR code here. What happens if
the playlist?
That's
So
the playlist. Got you.
the idea is if you'd like it on your phone while you're watching the video, you can easily.
Oh, for heaven's sakes.
Yeah.
Now let's see if I can. There we go. And here's what the other thing I like, because I like to read the recipe 10 times. And what I appreciated is it's very simple, easy instructions with the, how to do that, how to create the recipe, and how cute, a milkshake maker. So I'm assuming that's a blender.
This little quirk.
Yeah, very fun, very fun. This is what also makes it. Now, here's a little button. I'm going to push on it. Oh, I see. The instructions are continued.
Yeah.
Gotcha. How fun. So what I love about this, and then, of course, the Nonna herself.
Of course, Nonna Serena. She is
the
queen of by eye, the measurements. Every time I ask her in the videos, how much of this? A occhio, by eye.
Okay, I love that. I think we should go check another. Now, if I wanted to go to the next recipe, do I go back to the table?
Yep. Or you can just simply go back.
There we go.
If you go back to the table, this takes you back here.
Now, there's
all I do is exactly that. Is you're here, you're sitting at the table with Nonni, and you're able to really kind of feel like you're part of the family coming into their home.
Absolutely. Well, I'm going to just go back to recipes, scroll down a bit, then I want to run over to your a few other things, and
Absolutely. I
want everyone to know this is an experiential thing. So in comparison, let's just say you mentioned it's like $6 in the US. That's a coffee. For one coffee out, you can have a month of experiences to share with your family. I mean, it's such a nominal cost, and it's not really a cost. Let's see here.
It's symbolic to help us keep the website going.
Let's see if he's not going for some reason.
Ooh.
Let's go. Oh, there we go. I have to hit it just right with my nose twisted. I think because we're on the through the screen here.
If you scroll up, Bonnie, as well, there's also the little tab. So if you'd like to browse like all of the different traditions, you can. This is just for the recipes, and there's the garden ones, and there's the pastimes. I just wanted to mention that as well.
Oh, I see. Yeah. There we go. Go. And let's see here. We've got, maybe you could just say it in Italian so we can, just for fun here.
Nonna Carmelina's sugo e polpette.
Ooh.
Sauce and meatballs.
How about this one?
This is a Nonno Franco's pipi arrostiti, which is basically capsicums roasted. The grilled capsicums are on the barbecue. They're phenomenal.
And for us in Canada, we just call them a bell pepper.
Yes, exactly.
What about this one? Oh,
we call this agnello forno. This is the one I was mentioning for Easter with this. We call it Sicilian lamb, and it's essentially a beautiful, easy dish that's in one pot, and it's made with lamb, peas, and potatoes, and obviously tomato sauce.
Now I can say this one. This is. Oh, maybe I can't. That's her
Nonna
name.
Egidia, that's her name. The Nonna donuts.
Donuts. No, we don't recognize that one.
Absolutely not. This is Nonno Sebastiano's pasta. This is a classic. It's a very simple pasta. It's spaghetti with garlic, oil, and chili. And we call it pasta con aglio, olio, e peperoncino.
Yum, 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 yum.
This one is very interesting. It's called zippoli. We call that in Sicilian dialect. And basically they're like, it's like a rice mixture, and it's fried. And it's kind of like a poor person's donut, I guess. That's what they used to make in Sicily when, the families weren't very well off and they had lots of children. So this is like a little sweet treat that my great grandmother made for her children.
Oh, that one looks really yummy. I can't wait.
Yes.
Oh, bread.
Fresh bread. We do this thing in Sicily, and you obviously can make your fresh bread, but we also do pane conzato, which is basically like dressed bread. So essentially, you take the bread when it's nice and warm out of the oven, you slice it in half, you put a lot of olive oil, beautiful quality, good quality olive oil. You chop up some different ingredients, and then you close it. You add some cheese in there as well, and you close it. It's still warm, and you press it down tight, and you let all of the ingredients kind of soak in. The cheese starts melting because it's still warm, and it's beautiful. So that's
my gosh,
Sicilian specialty.
Absolutely.
I'm getting hungry. I don't know about you, Bonnie.
I am. I know my husband's gonna love all this. Oh, pizza.
Pizza with Nonna. Mm-hmm.
So when I did go to Italy 20 years ago, my girlfriend and I had no idea what we were doing. and we were very tired our first day walking in Rome. And where we thought was going to be a fancy bed and breakfast was in an industrial area.
Oh,
So, but as we walked up to this area, we saw this little hole in the wall restaurant with 2 tables outside with some umbrellas. And we went in and we ordered the best pizza we've ever eaten in our lives.
wow.
And we had a glass of red wine and a pizza. I thought we had died and gone to heaven.
Beautiful.
So can't wait to try this. Now, we just tried, and is it arancini? Arancini. Greg and I went to an Italian restaurant in the middle of British Columbia called, it was up in Kamloops, British Columbia. And I tried it for the very first time. And it was fascinating. It's delicious and fun. Oh my gosh.
Delicious.
And,
Very good. Very yummy.
And oh my gosh.
Limoncello. Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness. So the town that's famous for is, what is the town that is so famous?
Sorrento.
The whole town, everybody's selling it. And we did tastings. And I must say, it's when I saw there was a recipe, I thought, oh, I'm going to try that.
And Nonna Maria Teresa, she's actually a local from Calabria. And I have to say, her limoncello is chef's kiss. It's very good.
You know what's fun about it? It's not heavy and it's light and it's fun, and you can mix it with some sparkling water. And oh my goodness.
I don't know if you know this, but traditionally limoncello is actually used as a digestive. So essentially, I love the Italian concept because not only do we have big meals, but they also invented a liqueur to help you digest when you feel really full after you've eaten so much. So basically, the traditional way is we do like antipasto. So, you have some like appetizers. Then we typically have pasta. Then we have, a second course, which is usually meat with some sides. And then we have sweets, we have coffee. And then to finish it all off, we have a beautiful little, amaro, which is a bitters or a limoncello.
Oh, bitters are my favorite as well. Yes. I do love bitters. I was introduced to that many, many years ago. And at first you think, oh, and then suddenly you're like, you crave it, just crave it. So, yeah.
So and then Italians even invented a drink for you when you feel too full. You just have a little sip and you're like, oh, I feel better.
If you're ever stuck out in a restaurant and you're like, oh, and they happen to have a bar, you can ask for it. And I don't know if I'm saying this right or not, Angostura bitters. And you can have just a little sip there. But bitters are very, very healthful for sure.
Very good.
Now, here's my kind of thing. They call them biscuits in Italy. In Canada and US, they're cookies. So This looks so yummy. I mean,
these are savoiardi. It's basically like they call them ladyfingers. These are the typical biscuits that they use to make tiramisu, which is the traditional.
Okay, perfect.
Yes, but they're so good just on their own as well. They're amazing.
Now, this is the recipe, the very first recipe, and I'll be going out actually today to do a shop, and so I can get the ingredients. So let's just take a picture. Let's just take a look here. Because this is what I'll be making tonight myself. And I can't wait. So here's the recipe.
Caponata. This is a traditional Sicilian recipe.
Yes. And so what I want everyone to know, if you want to eat and have really good health, do this recipe. It's a vegetable medley because when you're eating vegetables, it's so nourishing for the gut with the fiber. It's got the antioxidants in it, and it freaking tastes good. And you can eat it hot or cold, can you not?
Yes. And with fresh bread, it's very good.
Oh, with fresh bread. And I just love having it in the fridge because you can throw it onto pasta. You can put it on bread. You can eat it out of hand. You can put it over rice. I mean, this is one of those you want to make every week and then keep it in the fridge. For when you want something
really
quick to eat. Yeah. And so again, she's got all these different things to the music to go with it. And actually it doesn't take long to make something like this. Yeah. Now let's see here. We'll go back.
If you go to explore.
You
click yes.
Okay.
So not the blog, just explore.
Oh, just explore.
Yeah, sorry, just
explore. Let's explore here together.
Yes. So here
Oh,
you can meet all of the Nonni as well. So this just gives you a
I'm
little bit
so
more of like an introduction. And if you click on all Nonni, you can actually just go and learn about each Nonni and hear more about their story.
oh, this is
Yeah.
lovely
Yeah.
because we are. Oh, look at
And then
now.
obviously you can go visit the traditions table, and that will bring you back to
Back to
the
the other
experience.
one. You've done such a wonderful, wonderful,
Oh, thank
wonderful
you.
job here. And what I want everyone to know is when we think about creating an experience for your family, like we're going to go back here, when we're experiencing just our families, and let's see here. Are you, we're still in the show?
We're still in the show.
Let's see here if Greg can bring us back together onto the screen here. That would be awesome. So thank you, Greg. What I think I want everyone to know, to live a long, healthy life and teach it to your children, this would be an experience better than going, this sounds really weird, to Disneyland. Disneyland's a one-off experience, costs a ton of money to go. And although I went when I was a kid, and I always remember that. When you do this on a regular basis, let's just say you join today and you start once a week cooking a meal with your family, even if it's the one time a week you get everybody together, you will start creating experiences. And over time, those experiences are cemented into our souls, into our bodies, into family. And then no matter what comes, because as you pointed out, Chiara, the world is a tumultuous place. And it, as I'm learning, it always has been and always will be. So we've got to create these little nooks and crannies. And this is one that's affordable and it's a teachable experience. And even if you're by yourself, if you're a single person, if you do this and invite a few friends over, they will love you forever.
This is what I say, Bonnie. You're spot on. I always say, it's all about connecting with your family. It's about connecting with your loved ones, and that might be you by yourself, just spending some time, cooking. And that's one of my things that I love to do personally by myself. Or you might like to invite some friends over. You might like to make a date out of it. You might like to have a girls' night. You might have to have friends over. It's something that you can all do, and it's a lot of fun.
One of my girlfriends has around the world, so their family once a week. One family members chooses somewhere around the world and they do recipes.
That's
And
very cool.
it's very cool. But this one is specific to Italy. But I've got to tell you, it is very worldly because when we really look at food, you can vary the food however you want. But Italian food isn't known far and wide for being very delicious.
We're officially recognized by UNESCO for the Italian cuisine. So there you go.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Well, I am just so blessed to be able to share you and what you're doing and share it with myself, my husband, Greg, who will be the recipient of this delicious food. And I'll keep you posted on healthy conversations of the different foods that I'm making. And Greg, thanks for popping back in here.
Yeah.
Are you excited about being the recipient of some delicious Italian food?
Yeah, I can do all the quality experience, quality. Yeah,
you'll have to report that, Greg. Let us know what it's like.
Yeah.
So anyway, I don't know if Bonnie mentioned, I suggested that we go to a town north of here to a nice family Italian restaurant about 3 weeks ago. So there isn't one in Merritt because our town's kind of small.
Well, you can start your own at home. You'll invite all of the neighbors over, and you can have your own little mini Italian restaurant inspired by Nonna.
Absolutely. In fact, we volunteer for a seniors organization. I'm going to mention that to the gal that runs it, that we should do something very fun and very Italian, at one of our gatherings. And I think that they would really enjoy that.
Yes, that sounds great.
Yeah. So, well, we're going to close off here, but I just want to say thank you, Chiara, for sharing you and the experience and the Assaggio. Am I saying it right? Assaggio. Brava. And so her tab's running here, but feel free to reach out to myself or to Chiara and just experience it. Try it for a month. Make a few recipes, and then let's all have a wonderful, wonderful, not only Easter coming up, but the rest of the year. Just be a blessing to everyone, sharing your goodness, sharing Italian food, and really,
Amen.
we're going to just live one moment, one day at a time, and create those experiences ourselves. So
Amen.
thank you so much. And
Thank
we'll
you,
see
Bonnie.
you next
God bless
time
you.
on
Thank you.
Healthy Conversations. Bye-bye.